there, I'm Jennifer the Divine Levine, and welcome to my COVID-19 vacation series. Yes, it's what I'm doing on my COVID-19 vacation. I thought, you know what? If I make a video every day, it's going to give me a document of my journey, fitness, hair, everything. I know I sound so terribly vain. All right, well, anyway, today what we're going to be making is celery crackers. Almost every morning I have celery juice, and that creates a lot of celery pulp. Now, yesterday I watched this video about how you should just throw out your celery pulp, put it in your garden, what do they call those things? The compost pile. I don't have a compost pile because I don't have a garden. So, yeah, that's just another thing to do, right? Okay, so we have our celery pulp. This is about, I think it's about 4 days worth of celery pulp. The way I make my celery juice is I cut it up and then I put it in the blender and then I strain it through a nut bag. And I find that that is a lot easier than having a juicer and having to have to clean the dang thing, okay? All right, so let's get started. Here's my big bowl. We're gonna put in the celery pulp right here. Okay, it's like this. And what I have here in this bowl is a 1/4 cup of flaxseed that has been ground up, and I've added, I would say, it looks like I added about 3/4 cup of water to that, and that kind of, it's a little bit gooey, and that gives us a little bit of a binding agent for the celery. I did make celery crackers before with just plain celery. I just stuck them in the dehydrator, and they're very, very, very dry, and they don't come out terribly crunchy. And I'm like, okay, so we need to put something in this celery pulp. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just kind of going through and breaking this up a little bit. Some people recommend putting this in the blender, which I guess I could do with the flaxseed, but really, cleaning the blender? No. I mean, the other thing I thought about doing was I thought about taking some chia seeds and powdering those, but the blender was wet from its last washing. And you do not want to make powder when your blender is wet, and I didn't want to have to take it apart and dry it, and I know I sound really lazy today. I also took a nap, so let me tell you about my day. I woke up really early, around 5-ish, and then I had my lemon water. Actually, it was lime water because I was out of lemons. And then I went for a walk. I went down to, or up to Lincoln Park. I live very close to Lincoln Park. And I saw 2 bunnies, maybe possibly 3. You know how they kind of scamper away. So it was a 2 bunny walk, so it wasn't that bad. There was mud. There was mud there this morning, and the way I usually, I don't have a usual way of walking around that park, but the way I wanted to go, there was so much mud, I was like, you know what? I'm turning back. So I did, and I went a different way. Yep. Okay, so now our celery is like this, and then we're just gonna pour in, actually before we pour in the flax, let's add some seasoning to that. So I'm gonna add some sea salt, again, in my repurposed Trader Joe's. This is, I'm repurposing the Trader Joe's. This is Himalayan pink salt. I think I got a big bag of that at Natural Grocers. Okay, so I'll stir in some of that. And then we have some Trader Joe's everything but the bagel. So we'll put in some of that. Okay, yeah, this is looking nice. Now, this also has salt in it, so I didn't add much salt. And then I thought maybe a little garlic powder. Of course, it would be better if I'd smashed some garlic and taken the time to do that. That probably would have given a better flavor, but oh well. Okay, so now this is seasoned. Just give this a wee bit of a taste. Drip this on the back of my arm. It's very salty, but I think that will the celery pulp is going to mitigate some of the saltiness. So we're going to pour this in here. There we go. And then scraper. Okay. So I was going to work out before I did this video, but I took a nap. I went down for my nap at 9 o'clock. I was watching some videos on hair care. I've been following, how do you say it? It's Swavy Curly Courtney. I've been following her, and this is my first day with my hair with the curly girl method. And I used flaxseed gel that I had made myself, and I also used a leave-in conditioner. It was a Shea Moisture product that I like. I really like Shea Moisture. I like them because their stuff is it's natural stuff. They don't put a lot of chemicals in their things. So okay, so this is what the batter is looking like. And this is actually pretty good. It's got a nice smooth consistency. I almost feel like I could add some chia seeds in here at this point. However, I was watching this raw vegan blogger yesterday, or vlogger, and she was kind of cautioning on, you know, the evils of fat, if you will. So, and that's why I use the powdered, or rather the flaxseed that's ground up, because some of the recipes I'd seen where you just take the flaxseed and then, you know, don't even grind it up, you just, you know. But I think this way, I think also grinding it up gives you a little bit of a smoother batter. So before we put this in, let's give this a wee bit of a taste. That's really good. That was really good. It's a little salty, but that's okay. That's it. It's probably just the right amount of salt. Some people say that when you are dehydrating, that the salt gets concentrated. Now, I didn't find that to be the case when I made my flax crackers the other day. I'm sorry, my chia seed crackers. Chia seed, flax. They both have omega-3s in them. So, okay, so now we're gonna, let me put this down so you can see.